Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Ivana, and I focus mainly on creating content around AI, but mainly around Midjourney AI. And I've been working with Midjourney now for the past 2 years, and I sort of update you on what's new, what I'm creating, what I'm working on, but also hopefully giving you some tips and advice on how you can use Midjourney for range of projects, from print-on-demand products like mugs, as you can see here that I've got one, or literally like digital graphics and all that. So in today's video, what I want to look at with you is podiums or product displays. And today is 31st of August, so tomorrow is September. So I think most of us who are creating products, or looking forward to the festive seasons, whether it's Halloween or Christmas, we're already thinking about the products we want to create. But also it's very important to think about how we're going to be displaying these products, especially when we are working with Etsy and we want to display them digitally on social media and all the other platforms. So I want to really take a look today at creating the scene behind our products. So basically, visualizing our products in the best possible way. And today's video is going to be focusing on Halloween. The video is going to be split into 3 parts. In part 1, we are going to be nosing around Canva and also Midjourney to see what other people are creating and what kind of podiums or product displays we can sort of get motivation from. In part 2, I will be showing you my own prompts. As you can see, I've created quite a few little bit different backgrounds or podium displays, to really elevate our work this year. And then in part 3, I will show you again in Canva and how to place our products onto our design newly created with Midjourney. By the way, guys, before we move on to part 1 of the video, don't forget Midjourney does offer a free trial at the moment. So please look into it. There's a video that I've created last week. So I'm popping the link underneath this tutorial or in the description. So let's get started. Welcome to part 1 of the video, where we're going to be taking a look at what currently is happening on Canva in terms of product displays, but we will also take a look at Midjourney and see what other people are creating. Now, I work with Canva mainly because, it's got that ability to record as well. I mean, other creative platforms that I really love are Creative Fabrica, which is really, really, really well for trying and looking at. So there's a lot of inspiration around us already. So let's take a look first at Canva. So if I click here, podium product Halloween, but you can also use other keywords such as display, product display, and things like that. So the Halloween product displays, and by the way, guys, of course, Canva offers free and paid trial. I mean, it is getting more and more expensive. I find, like the team subscription had gone really, really high now. All the prices are going up, but Canva has a wonderful free plan as well, so it's definitely worth checking out. Plus you can get a free trial for a month with really when you are starting the subscription with them. I am not affiliated with them in any way, but I just like the use of it, the ease of use of it, and especially for recording. So some of the Halloween sort of like a product displays they have is here. So this is more of a like a Instagram post, as you can see. There's this one as well. So these are all, I believe. So this is pro again. But what, we can create our own in Midjourney very, very easily, and then sort of like add all these in Canva or some whatever editing platform you prefer. So there's a lot to see. I mean, they are very nice, but they are very, very sort of professional looking. And today I want to go a little bit out of our comfort zone from what we normally see, and explore some other options with you. So I hope that it's going to be really exciting. And when we go over to Midjourney, so this is, you guys, this is the homepage where you will see all the creations, what other people are creating. But we're going to be going over here, and we're going to do product stadium, product stadium, product podium. And let's see what comes up. So we've got loads and loads of inspiration. So these are just the empty ones. that we can take a look at. Guys, by the way, if you like any of them, there's this here, you can hover over the image and there's this like a magnifying glass here. So if you click on it, then it will sort of like open up to more ideas. So we've got some luxury ones here. This is quite nice. 3 white marble and gold cylinder stage podiums. Yeah, so literally inspiration, guys, is endless. What I want to do though is I want to sort of search Halloween product podium. And of course we can also add empty. So let's see what we have. Yeah, so this would be probably for product. Let's take a look. Oh, okay, so here is one podium. So basically black podium. Yeah, there isn't really that much inspiration. You know what? Because Canva crashed on me first, for the first 2 times I recorded this video, there were actually better results before, but for some reason, but we are going to go over some really beautiful podiums. So maybe this is not really a tapped into category as much yet, like, because obviously people are focusing on clip art and as we can see here, tiles. um yeah, there's just so much inspiration, you guys, here. So again, if we like something like this, we've got that hover button here which we can use, and now we will see a lot more inspiration like that. Yeah, so basically that's quite a good trick. And now it's time for part 2 of our video, and we are going to be taking a look at some of the concepts, podium or display concepts that I have been creating and working on. So, maybe just to give you an extra ideas of how you can display your products, whether that's mug or even, like even Halloween invitation, things like that, like literally there's no limit to what these podiums can be used for. So I've started with the very, very simple prompt, which was literally empty luxury product podium Halloween theme background. For these podiums in this tutorial, I'll be using 16:9 aspect ratio. But of course, if you want to resize it for different social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, anything like that, then, you can do that easily. We have this new editor, which is here. And I did create a video on it already, so I'm going to pop it underneath this video if you want to learn how to quickly and effectively resize it. But I mainly also resize my images with the remix function, which I don't currently see here. But if you click on more options, I think you should see the remix option here. Yeah, that's right. So basically what I would do if I want to resize this for, let's say, Instagram, I would simply click remix, subtle, and then I would do 4:5. I believe that's the best aspect ratio for Insta. And my stylize is usually, well, here it's probably crazy because I've been doing something else, but my stylize is 100. That's a set stylize and a mode raw, unless I change it, and that will sort of show in the prompts. So that's the first prompt. Again, I'm rerunning that same prompt. So here I'm doing Halloween theme background. So these are just basically concepts that we see on Canva and what other people are doing here. I'm playing a little bit with weird and chaos. I do have to say I use chaos and weird very, very, very seldom. I am more likely to use image or style weight. So again, the same prompt for that. So here we are adding the word luxury, empty luxury product podium. So the stylize I'm using is 300 here if you want to try that. And it's giving us quite beautiful results here. Oh my God, look at these colors. They're so gorgeous. So again, still we're going with the luxury. Now here I've added luxury wedding ring podium, or, you can also use the word display. There's lots of couples who love to get married during Halloween. So this would be sort of like a product podium that we could maybe, it could be used for Halloween wedding invitation or ring or anything you want, even a cake. Right, so more of those. By the way, guys, if you want to take something off the podium again, I would suggest watching my editor review for V6.1 in Midjourney, which is underneath this tutorial. So we keep going. So again, it's empty luxury wedding ring podium. Guys, by the way, don't forget the Christmas one is coming literally this week. So if you want to see the Christmas podiums, please do like and subscribe so you don't miss it, because I've got some really, really beautiful styles in. Now this one is a perfectly smooth round stone podium for the product set in a misty moonlight forest clearing. The podium is surrounded by twisted leafless trees and glowing jack-o'-lanterns with a light fog adding to the eerie atmosphere. So we're going to get some eerie results. I love it that like we place our products in the literally like in a scene of Halloween, rather than somewhere professional like a studio. So I really like these ideas. I really try to go out of our comfort zone a little bit. So we're still playing with the original prompt, going. Yeah, still the same prompt. Now here we're trying a different prompt. Empty, smooth, roundstone podium for the product positioned in front of a towering, eerie, haunted house. The house's windows glow and ominously, casting shadows on the podium while bats circle overhead under a cloudy moonlight sky. So we didn't get the perfection in this one. We don't have the windows lit. Also, the podium looks a little bit like water. We got the bats there. This one's much better, isn't it? Excuse me. So this would be like a perfect way to present some really haunted Halloween products. So again, really really beautiful. Still the same prompt. Oh my goodness, again, Christmas one. Okay, so here we have the podium for the product set in a foggy pumpkin patch. The podium is surrounded by large carved pumpkins, each glowing brightly with candlelit from within, providing a warm, inviting light that cuts through the mist and highlights the podium. Guys, by the way, if you are not good at originally, like thinking about the prompts or ideas, go and use ChatGPT or any other free chat tool that you like for ideas, because we don't have to be everything. And I think it's important to take advantage of what's offered to us, and come up with some really creative ideas. By the way, pop in the comments what other creative ideas you may have for Halloween products. So this is again still with the foggy pumpkin patch, with still the same one. Okay, so now we've got the podium placed in the center of an old, overgrown graveyard. The podium is illuminated by the soft glow of lanterns hanging from withered trees and the bright light of a full moon overhead. The fog reflects the moonlight, creating an ethereal glow around the scene. Yeah, so again, some lovely spooky scenes we're getting here of the uh, Oh, another one. So we have now the podium for the product set within a dilapidated spooky carnival. The podium is brightly lit by flickering carnival lights, which cast colorful shadows across the scene. The rusting Ferris wheel and tattered tents are also lit up, adding a surreal, eerie ambience. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the options that it gave us. So this one, yeah, we're having still the same prompt we're using. Okay, so this is a different prompt. So this is an podium for the product set at the edge of a mist-covered swamp. The podium is partially illuminated by the soft, eerie glow of floating will-o'-the-wisps and the reflection of the moonlight of the water. The fog glows faintly, creating a mystical, outwardly light around the podium. So again, another idea for our products. So this is quite foggy and mystical, isn't it? Just love it. Now here we have I believe that this is the prompt we already did. Yeah, so the podium is illuminated by the soft glow of lanterns, and it's basically placed in the center of an old overgrown graveyard. Yeah, so we've got a few more ideas in that style. Now this one is again the graveyard. Now this one is different. So this is an empty, smooth, round stone podium for the product positioned in front of a grand but decaying mansion. The mansion's windows emit a soft, eerie light, and lanterns flicker on either side of the podium. A full moon breaks through the stormy clouds, casting additional light and highlighting the details of the scene. Here I'm using a stylized 200. This isn't perfect because our podium looks funny, but this is much better. Our podium is right there. We can place our product on it. Again, this is a little bit watery product. Again, yeah, so it gives us some ideas. Now, this one, I believe, has got wolves in it. So this is the podium product placed in a barren landscape under a bright full moon. The moonlight bathes the entire scene in a silvery glow, casting long shadows and highlighting the twisted barren trees. Howling wolves are silhouetted against the bright sky, adding drama to the well-lit scene. So we've got some wolves at the back. Now here we don't have any wolves, but it's still very beautiful. Those trees, look at them, they're so nice. And oh, we've got wolves again. So again, I'm keeping the stylized to 200, but play around with it, see what other results you're getting with higher or lower values. Again, okay, so now we have a different prompt. So we've got a podium for the product position at the entrance of a narrow, dark alleyway. Flickering streetlights cast a warm golden light on the podium, and glowing jack-o'-lanterns are placed along the alley, providing additional light that chases away the deep shadows, creating a more inviting yet spooky atmosphere. So again, quite good results we were getting. Now again, this is that mansion where we have the podium in front of. I really love these results, you guys. What do you think? So unusual, isn't it? This is so unusual. We don't see this on Etsy or anywhere else. And as I said, guys, you can easily resize this for social media. So for Facebook Square, for Insta Square, or 4 to 5. You can also create thumbnails with this. You can create website banners for Halloween, anything you want. Now here we have, so this is the podium for the product set before the grand entrance of a ghostly manor. So the manor's door is slightly ajar with light streaming out and flickering candles lining the stone steps. The podium is bathed in the warm lightning glow from the candles, contrasting with the eerie atmosphere, and stylized 200. Oh, this one has got a podium for the product placed in an enchanted graveyard where glowing tombstones emit a soft outwardly light, and wisps of ghostly mist curl around the podium, which is also lit by a glowing crystal ball hovering nearby, adding a mystical atmosphere. So I'm guessing this will be a ball, which is more like a moon in this one. Let's see what else we get. Yeah. So still, well, we got the it's got the tombstones, right, didn't it? But this could be actually a ball. What is that ball called? Is it the glowing crystal ball? It's called. Yeah. So now this is quite an unusual one. So this is an empty. So the podium is situated within a maze of Tay-Hall bales. Strings of fairy lights are woven through the hay, casting a soft golden glow that lights up the podium and adds a warm, festive feeling to this spooky maze setting. Now, I don't know about this one, but it's just an idea really to try and see. I'm sure some of you will like it, some of you will not, as a Halloween idea. Oh, you know what? I love these prompts. So this is basically meant to be a podium for the product placed near a cobblestone street where a black cat sits under a flickering street lamp. The lamp casts a warm circle of light around the podium with glowing lanterns placed on nearby doorsteps, adding to the cozy yet mysterious ambience. And no matter what I tried, I placed around with stylized buttons, the cat would always, always, always sit on my podium. So that's what cats do, they sit wherever they want. But I still love these images. I mean, even if they can't be used for podiums, they can be used for so many other things, whether, again, Halloween invitations, whatever you want. So I love this because obviously cats are so stubborn, aren't they? They'll sit wherever they want. Now, next one, we have the podium for the product set within a bustling Halloween market. The podium is surrounded by stores selling glowing potions and enchanted items, with the area lit by hanging lanterns and magical floating orbs that cast colorful light across the scene. So this is our podium here, a little bit tiny. Yeah, that's our podium. Podium. Oh, I quite like it. Now, this one again is the podium is set at the edge of a moonlight cornfield. The corn stalks sway gently in the night breeze, illuminated by lanterns hanging from wooden posts, which cast a soft golden light on the podium, creating a sense of calm in the eerie setting. I quite like this actually, you guys. It's not as, like it's possibly, like I would probably place a mug like this maybe there, because this is like cute. It's a watercolor, and it's this is actually what I created last year. So these are Everything I create, I have as well. I have a copy of it at home. By the way, guys, if you are looking to create this kind of mug, which is the latte mug, only I believe Gelato does this sort of like shape, like a latte shape. I'm currently using Gelato, but also different providers for mugs, which I will go into in another video. It's sort of like a new partner of YouTube. But yeah, I love this shape. That's why I sort of like to have my mugs with Gelato as well. Popping it underneath this video. Right, so next we have, so these are still the stalks. Next we have similar, again, like a haunted carnival ride. The ride is lit up with flickering, colorful lights casting playful yet eerie shadows across the podium. The surrounding area is illuminated by old-fashioned string lights, giving the sense of a nostalgic yet spooky feel. So again, if you are into things like that, then this would be perfect for you. And again, go and recreate and see what you can get with different, maybe stylized functions. Now here we have the podium set in within the ancient catacombs. The podium is surrounded by rows of candles that flicker and cast dancing shadows on the stone walls. The soft, warm light from the candles creates a hauntingly beautiful atmosphere around the podium. Again, whether some of these may not be suitable for Halloween, this probably would. We just have to see what Midjourney gives us and how we can edit it further. Now this one again is I don't know about. I mean, it's basically the podium is set in a spectral garden filled with glowing ghostly flowers. The flowers emit a soft ethereal light, illuminating the podium while a full moon shines down from above, adding to the magical and mysterious atmosphere. So again, if we are sort of maybe creating like Halloween ghostly flowers or things like that, I think this would be quite a nice background. But again, depending on the product that we have. So these are some examples of that. Let me know in the comments by now which one is your favorite. And did I motivate you and inspire you? What will you create? Let me know. Excuse me. Okay, so now we have the catacombs again. Just want to make sure that we've gone over most of them. So this is the bustling Halloween market again. Some very beautiful images. This is the enchanting graveyard. So we've covered this one already. So this is our crystal ball. But I believe I've also had the witch's flare. Let me just see where that could be. We got our cats again. You see how they always, like sit on those tombstones. They just won't move. But I think I missed some. Yeah. So these ones, for some reason, it missed. So this is the podium set inside the dark forest with the witch's hat glowing in the background. The podium is surrounded by softly glowing potions and a bubbling cauldron emitting a greenish light. The witch's hat windows are lit, casting warm light onto the surrounding area, making the scene both mystical and well lit. So there's quite a few, again, examples of that. So this would be quite nice. Yeah, so guys, literally, again, the only limit here when we are creating podiums and representations, like display for our product, is your own, well, basically imagination. So guys, in part 3, we're going to take a look at how to put our mugs onto these podiums. And welcome to part 3 of the video, where we're going to be taking a look at how we can add our products, obviously very shiny, either from print on demand company or just a bright photography. So how is this going to fit with these sort of like a murky and eerie backgrounds? Now, guys, I'm not the expert manipulator of photos. I have to say that, like I'm sure there are far better sort of like photo editors out there. So please, like look through the YouTube. I'm just going to give you a very simple idea. What I do normally, obviously, because it is going to be very different to our background. So I'm just going to go to create a design, and I'm going to upload, and I'm just going to grab a basically a background from my collection. So I'm going to start with this one maybe, and using a new design and custom size, and it should give me already the filled in custom measurements. And because this year I am not really doing Halloween mugs, I'm going to be using one that I took photo of, this one. So we're going to place this bright white mug onto our podium. I'm going to upload my mug that I basically took a photo of with my phone. And for this, if you want to be able to, have the remove background feature, you will need to have a professional account. But I think there are other software editors where you can do this for free, but I'm just not sure which at the moment. But with Canva, don't forget that you have a free trial as well. So I'm just going to use background remover. So it should remove all the background apart from my mug. Wonderful. Now, of course, looking at it like this, it looks out of place, doesn't it? So, because obviously everything is dark and murky, but here is our very, very bright mug. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically just going to do a very simple editor. But guys, again, as I said, I am not the I am not the best at this, so I'm just using very, very simple, maybe something like this. But also what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to elements and use something called shadows. And then that will help us sort of like, again, there's so many graphics that are free and paid for. So I'm going to use for this video, I'm going to use a free graphic, which is of course massive. So we have to make it smaller and even smaller, because I'm just trying to get that shadow of the mug, maybe duplicate it. Yeah, so play around with the shadow is a good idea if you want to sort of like create mugs like this, to sort of a little bit go with the I'm not a good picture editor, I tell you that much. There are far better people out there than me. But yeah, so use the edit button, use the shadow button. There's also a blur somewhere where you can maybe blur it a little bit. Oh no, I didn't want this. Oh goodness. Blur element. Blur. Yeah, so we can, again, there's quite a few graphics, but to be honest, I haven't figured out how to properly blur this yet. Again, if I, yeah, I just, yeah. Guys, you'd have to play around with this, because this is not my best, where is the shadow, where's the light coming from? So, just blur it a little bit, use this transparency button, but yeah. Yes, I mean, like we do need to sort of like learn how to little bit edit this and manipulate it so it actually looks a little bit, or we can just display it proudly and, it is what it is. It's up to you, you guys. So this is one way to display it for your Etsy products and for your, social media. So yeah, this final part needs to be sort of little bit adjusted and played with to really make sure that our mark isn't that out of place. Guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got the Christmas tutorial coming out very, very soon, where we're going to be doing exactly the same thing but with Christmas items. And this year I'm going crazy with Christmas images. I've got so much in my collection. I'm just waiting for the right time to start uploading it to basically the POD companies that I work with. This year, as I said, I'm not doing Halloween mags, but I am focusing on Christmas mags. So guys, please let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Did I inspire you? Please like and subscribe for more content, because we are going to keep on exploring AI, Midjourney, and all that, and what we can do with it, most importantly. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.